an Oliver Twist kid, robbing the rich. But then who helped me when I was down in the ditch? Twist a little orphan boy, nobody raised him. Skills on the streets with the old man plaguing. In the workhouse just to get feed. I roll with Bullseye and Oliver Reed. What? I walk the earth with a small red suitcase, about a pair of boots and no shoelace. To the city, hook by crook, and when my socks turn to rags, walk the earth barefoot now. I rebound with surround sound Dolby. Many know the name, but nobody really know me. Enter the twist like gorillas in the mist. Swing through the trees like the lord of the jungle. You never see me crumble, destroyed, malfunction. And now ready for the demon.
Somewhere in the darkness, my eyes are fixed on you. Then I realize that I'm dreaming. You were never there.
Slept through alarm late for working half dressed. Riding on the bus and everybody looks stressed. Drivers acting diggy like you ain't got power. Foot to the floor, driving 90 miles an hour. Traffic jam, roadwork, smog all around me. Trial and tribulations of life in the city. On the journey, lyrics in my rucksack. Everybody's even paranoid of eye contact. They don't see that we're all in the rat race. You can't touch this, twist on the case. Sun goes down behind the high-rise flats. On my way back like the Boomtown Rats. You can't touch this, jump in the party. Raise up your arm if you're with me. Raise up your arm if you're with me. Yeah, come on.
Somewhere in the darkness, my eyes are fixed on you. But then I realize that I'm dreaming. You were never there.
On a day-to-day basis, step from the shadows. Through the corridors of life seeming narrow. By the light, love inside. Open up my heart and my mind and my eyes. Like the small child inside, guided by the hand of infinity. Straight line towards your destiny. On the journey, knowledge and power. Stepped away from jobs, only £4 an hour. Got my mind focused, forget the hopeless. Dusted off the vultures, leeches and locusts. I give praise to the strugglers that made it. Respect to the rhythm killer, mashing up the music.
Somewhere in the darkness, my eyes are fixed on you. But then I realize that I'm dreaming. We're never there. Somewhere in the darkness, my eyes are fixed on you.
Hey,
Then I realize that I'm dreaming.
I'm a dreamer.
Suggestions.
We're never there.
Hey,
Somewhere in the darkness,
Somewhere in the darkness.
my eyes are fixed on you.
Step from the shadows.
But then I realize that I'm dreaming.
Am I really dreaming?
We're never there.
Somewhere in the darkness.
hey, how. Hello. Hello. I've just got to wait and see if my camera works tonight. Of course I have. Is it going to work today? Is it going to work? Oh, it's working. There we go. It's amazing. It works. Hello. I'm a little bit nervous today. Look. Can you see? I'm actually shaking. And I'll tell you why in just a minute. But hello. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and welcome. Welcome to today's Waffle House, wherever we are, whenever we are in this bloody realm. Right, I've got to cut this a bit short today as well because I'm on the college run, which is gutting because if this pans out the way it is, and then I've got to cut it short. But hello, I just wanted to welcome everybody. Hello, welcome. So just before I started this, I got an email from. Look, I didn't put my background music on because I'm all flustered and shaking and that, and I feel a bit weird. Right, yeah. So I got an email just before I started this. I did send a link out to 3 of you guys in the chat, but I got an email about an hour before I started this, and somebody emailed me and said, "Do you want to send me the link? I'll come on for a chat." I was like, "Oh, what? Oh, what?" And if he comes on, then obviously, if to whoever sent the link out, you might just want to maybe not use it today because I haven't got very long. I've only got till about 4:25 today. I know we've got some big heavy hitters on today as well. I think Paul Cook's on, I think, doing the stream right now. He started at 3 o'clock. But hey, that doesn't matter. Yeah, so I'm going to do a bit of a roll call quickly. Yeah, and then hopefully we might have somebody, a special guest, coming on for a chat, which I'm terrified about. I'm absolutely terrified about it. Yeah, but you're supposed to, this is what you're supposed to be doing, Dave. Like, I'm arguing with myself now. I know it is, Dave. But it's just like, ugh. But anyway, so let me say hello to a few people first. Hello. Hello. Peter Benton, he said, hello, Waffle crew. Hello, mate. How are you? It's nice to see you. Oh, I need to smoke a bit of this. I do feel nervous. Oh, better. So Peter Benton, hello. Daryl can't be here today. Gutted as well, Daryl. Gutted. But it's all right, mate. Thanks for just popping in. Just like the fact you just pop in. Hey. Samantha's Eyes on the Skies is in. She's in the house. She's in the house. I'm just having a look. Piper's in as well. Hello, Piper. How are you? Piper's in the house as well. There's a few more people. I'm Zen. Hey. Hello, how are you? It's nice to see you back again as well. Hey. I know there's a few more people. I think Nigel's in here somewhere, wasn't he? No, I'm sure he was in here somewhere. Just trying to find it. There he is. Hey, Nigel, the birthday boy. Happy birthday to you for yesterday. Happy birthday to you for yesterday. Happy birthday to Nigel for yesterday. Happy birthday to you for yesterday. There we go. Hey. But yeah, mate, I hope you had a nice birthday. Thank you for your nice little message you sent me last night. It was very nice of you. Thank you very much. Very nice. Very nice indeed. There you go. My mother-in-law's in the house, Julie. Julie's in the house. I hope you're all right, Julie. Got Uncle Skin in as well today. Hello, Uncle Skin. How are you, pal? Burns in the house as well. Burns in the house. Just having a look. I don't want to miss anybody. Russell's in. All right, Russ. Russ, how are you? Hey, Russell. Russell is in the house. All right. Also, just before, hopefully, just before my guest calls in, what can we do about Super Dave? Oh, bless him. I just watched his stream this morning. I'm gutted. I did not know that it'd been demonetized. Oh, because he's been a bit of a naughty boy. But we need to try and get his views back up or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And like, Dave, if you do watch this back, which you probably won't, Super Dave, if there's anything I can do to help you, mate, you just let me know. Oh, I was gutted when I was watching his little stream. I didn't catch it live, but I watched it back this morning. Oh, I didn't realise he was going through all that. Just reach out, Dave. And if you want to come on for a chat at any time, just let me know. Email me. My email goes along the bottom now. It's always below every live stream. Dave@daveswafflehouse.com. Dead simple. So if you want to come on here, Super Dave, for a chat or whatever as well, bosh. And we'll help you as much as we can. All of us will. We will. Paris is in the house. Nice to see you. Paris is in the house. There is a few more people. I'm getting there. Russell. Thank you for your email last night, mate. Very nice. Boom. Skylarking. At last, I can communicate without my full name appearing. Kevin Atkinson. There we go. We just doxed yourself. I just doxed you, didn't I? Hey, it's been a long while. Social media, blah, blah, blah. I have an obsession with the sky. Good. We're all sky watchers around here, but my guest, maybe, if he comes in today, if he does come in, he's like completely left field. But this is what I was saying. I want to talk to amazing people that do amazing work. That think completely different. He doesn't think completely different to me, because I think actually I'm probably going to have quite a lot in common with him. And like I said, it's the big questions, anymore. I'm looking for these ones, the ones about us, me, you, your journey, my journey, and then unity, bringing people together. Because together we can achieve greatness. We can. Divided, we can't do bugger all. We can't. Love fest. I like that. That's very appropriate to what I was just saying, wasn't it, Piper? Hey, I like that. Carlos. Hello, Dave. Thumbs up to win a waffle. Have yourself a coffee and some laughs. That's it, mate. It's just, I just want, like I said, I just want to talk to interesting people and have a bit of a laugh along the way. Don't take things too seriously. Do you know what I mean? Because there's so much out there, it blows my mind. On a daily basis. I don't know where to look after. I'm one minute I'm over here, next minute I'm over here. I don't know what I'm doing. Who was watching last night? Mr. Mythos last night. Anybody watch Mr. Mythos? He's right up my street. Because he just goes on about most of the time the inner earth. Because I'm a hollow earth man. I am. I am. And he was going on about that again last night, about Kincaid and the Grand Canyon. Was it? Well, I watched it last night anyway. It might come out a day or two before, but just very good. Very good. I love all that. Absolutely love it. Find it fascinating. Fascinating rhythm. It's got me on the move. Right, where's my mouse gone? Oh, God. Welcome to the shit show. Hello. It's good, isn't it? David Skywatch, hello, pal. How are you? We got Welsh Hammer. All right, Welshie. Welsh Hammer. Bradley Dean. Bradley, I hope you're feeling better, pal. I hope you're feeling better. I hope you're feeling better. I'm trying to get through some people, just having a look. Sharon's here. Sharon, I saw you last night. I saw you over at Jay's. Jay Dreamers. That was good, wasn't it? Oh, that was well good, wasn't it? Talking about the sky fossils. Very interesting. It's funny as well, because that guy that he watches, the fossil guy, or he was the guy that he was watching, or he was recommending. I've been watching him for like years. I love him. I absolutely love him. Yeah, because he just picks up these rocks. There's a crab in here. What? Then he take it back, and lo and behold, there's a crab petrified in a rock. Oh, but I saw you over there last night. Oh, very good. The Good Vibe Tribe over at Jay's is incredible. Oh, look. Okay, so look, now my stomach's just turned over completely. Ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend. Can you please welcome Martin from Flat Earth British? Boom. Hello, mate. How are you?
Hi, Dave. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine, mate. Yeah, wow. What an honour. Hello, mate.
Triple fantastic. Calm down. Only came to get my Bob Marley tape back. Okay?
I do need to calm down. I do, mate. No, honestly, for me, I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass. But for me, this is an honour. I've been watching you for years. So
I'm just the same as you, Dave.
Oh, so just to be able to get to talk to you is just incredible for me.
Yeah. How old are you, Dave? I'm sure I know you, but I can't possibly.
I'm 46. I was 46.
All right. 46, yeah, you are a ton younger.
I've got one of them faces that people either want to hit or want to talk to.
I was like that in school. But I had them in my gang. They were my mates.
Yeah, I was a bit like that as well. Tried to.
It's good distraction for off of you.
Oh, mate, I tell you what. I was watching your Hindenburg thing the other day. Oh, so fascinating, Martin. Just and weird things, because so there you go. Just jumped straight into it. Hello, Bosh. But I lived not far from Bedfordshire, and they've got at Cardington, which I'm sure you probably know about. Them great big hangars. They're like
I've seen them.
Yeah, they're just incredible.
I have seen them.
Yeah,
let me share this on my channel. Get a peeps over.
Yeah, okay, mate. All right. Oh, boy, I'm like, I just feel all. Yeah, but anyway, so the Cardington. Yeah, so I've been to them as well, and they're so huge. And then you're showing the Hindenburg the other day. And it
have you ever seen just outside Leicester? There's a place called, I think it's Bridlington, Thor.
Yeah, I know.
And they got the V2 bombers there.
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
Have you seen the size of them?
Yeah, they are massive. Yeah, they are.
That's just ridiculous. They got one just outside and one inside, and it's like I seen it. I thought they got them up in the air. I was like, what?
I know, it's incredible. Yeah, but I mean, the Hindenburg thing the other day that just blew my mind. Just absolutely blew my mind. You know,
the only thing I can think that happened there is two separate events.
Yeah, that seems that way.
Or none at all. Because
just the narrative. Yeah.
So fabricated and constructed that it just falls apart under any scrutiny. It's just it's almost backward. It's just stupid.
Crazy. It is. You know? So I wanted to I've had this sort of sitting. My dad's had this story. He's told me for years this story, because my dad considers himself an alchemist. He's been studying alchemy for like the last 50 years.
Has he?
And yeah, like he loves it. Like he's got his own lab, the great big library. I mean, he's a crazy old alchemist. And he was born just after the war, and his dad was in construction, like the demolition, and they would go around after the war, and they're taking down the old buildings, making them safe. And they went to, he always used to tell this story that they had to go to Deptford Power Station in London. And underneath Deptford Power Station, when they were trying to do some demolition work or repair work or whatever they were doing, they found a great big swimming pool full of mercury.
That doesn't surprise me at all. I was years ago. I was on the scrap, and we basically hired a van, and we went up to Deptford, all that area, before the Docklands was actually built.
Yeah.
And it was all Silver Town then, and just all like World War II, really. Honestly, it was just like I was walking in factories that were massive. I was the only person in there. Honestly, just massive. I was thinking, we could scrap all of this if we could actually get any of it away, which we can't.
My dad, because I remember my dad telling me stories, because he worked in like a scrapyard as well. Actually, funny you say that. and they would. Someone brought a big crate in one day, and it was full of powder, a grey powder and a white powder. Anyway, so obviously it was knocked off. And they said, "Oh yeah, we'll buy that." Anyway, so my dad took a bit, melted it down. It was pure silver, which they turned into a powder to transport.
Weird. The weirdest thing that ever happened, right? When I was living in London once, right? So I'm with my mate Paul. We're in Hampstead Park or Hampstead Heath, yeah. I'm skinning up like under the tree and that, watching the women joggers, as you do, right? And then we walked past this bin, and I looked on top of the bin, and there's like a parcel wrapped
Right
on top of the bin, yeah.
Right.
So I was like, all right, I'm having that. Stuck it in my coat, like. But this is the place where you get all politicians jogging through and stuff. You know, this is like the stuff of spies. So basically, I unwrapped the top layer of like wrapping paper, and it was newspaper inside, wrapped really neatly with tiny little string. And so I was like, okay, there's something definitely in this. My heart started to pound. Got on a train and decided to do it on the train, on the underground, right? Only there's these two people, this man and this woman, sat opposite us, and they're literally watching us like a hawk. I think I'm paranoid because I'm thinking like all sorts of thoughts. This is an IRA bomb in a bin for a politician, is what I'm thinking.
Picked it up, wasn't it?
Yeah. But the weirdest thing is I said to my mate Paul, "Come on, let's just fucking get off here just to see." And when we done the 0012 trick, like we stepped off and then stepped back on, and they did it too. So I'm just getting they were undercover police or something, thinking something fishy was going on, but don't know what it is. So anyway, I'm sweating now, thinking I'm going to explode. So I get through maybe about 10 layers of wrapping paper, all neatly done, mind, to get to the inner one, which was about this big, proper Russian doll thing going on, right? And opened the inside one, and it was just all I can say. It was a grey mold. A blob of grey shit. Yeah, really? I come home. This was the day before the internet, but it didn't take me long to find out, Martin. That was probably £500,000 worth of ergot.
Oh, is that what it was? Really?
That's what it looked like in its raw form.
That's incredible. Yeah. So my dad will be watching this, and he'll find that fascinating.
Yeah.
Because he told me about that silver, and I found that fascinating. That that they break it down. Of course, if it looks like a pound or a bit of sludge.
Yeah. I used to play with it, man. My friend's father used to get from the steelworks. I've had it in my mouth. Apart from the fillings that I had were mercury, but I mean, I used to play with it on my tongue.
There's something about mercury. My dad said that all his life. There's something about it.
I got samples of basically gallium, which is a bit like mercury. It's a non-Newtonian metal. And basically, it's the same properties as mercury. Show you a little bit there. But if I was to leave that in my hand for a couple of minutes, it turns to liquid just under my body heat.
That's crazy, yeah.
But you've got to keep it away from any screens, man. It turns screens to dust. And Coca-Cola cans, aluminium turns to dust when you put it on there. It's just... That's
crazy, yeah. That's
crazy. It's good for vlogs.
My dad's got a great big bottle of mercury. Oh.
Has he?
Yeah, great big bottle of it. Great big bottle, yeah.
Do you think there's anything in this red mercury thing then, Dave? Do you think there's a truth in it?
Well, after watching your stuff and other people that talk about it, and you find the what they call the mercury rectifiers.
You can buy them. You can buy them on eBay.
What, mercury rectifiers? Can you?
You can buy them. They're for old valve televisions. Used to use red mercury.
Yeah, there's something about mercury.
So it is a thing. It's not like it's a fanciful made-up product. There is a red mercury.
There's some.
But these properties are weird.
It's like because I watched this this guy. He's an electrician, and he was talking about the old Bakelite switches, and he said what made them so brilliant is just had a vial of mercury in the back, and it would just tip backwards and forwards. Just last forever. And then now we use rubbish ones, plastic, and they just.
I've pulled them out on the buildings, pulled them out of old houses, thinking, fucking hell, buy metallic strip. Yeah.
I saw you talking to Andreas Exertus at Christmas.
Yeah, man.
And I was listening to him the other day. It's a very interesting guy, and
he is.
he had somebody on, and they were saying that one of the free energy guys, and he was saying if you take nuclear waste, like in a paste, and you press it between, I think he said zinc and copper, and you can put that inside a battery, the battery will last 300 years. And I was like, ooh, now I've often thought that mercury, I think that we make mercury dangerous. and I think we make nuclear power a lot more dangerous.
Agreed,
than it is.
100%. I've
Yeah,
got Geiger counter. I've got uranium samples. I'm happy to
Yeah.
play with them all day long. Not
Yeah.
a problem at all.
Because what's the one that is it radium, isn't it? Seems to be in the old world, radium, something to do with radium. Isn't
Well,
it?
radium heaters were a thing. You know, just radioactive products were on sale
Yeah.
for health benefits.
There was
So
there was
people,
a
women
guy.
would radiate.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And it's crazy when you say stuff like blows my mind. It blows my
It's just
mind.
lying about everything. They don't want anything us to have anything beneficial. They want us going
No.
back and forth the pharmacy and getting whatever the doctor gives you. You know, to
Yeah,
keep
I
your
agree.
cash cow going.
I agree. We seem to live it like, because obviously, we're a similar age, and depression and anxiety when I was younger was never a thing. You know what I mean? Now it's like pick which one you want.
Autism wasn't a thing. Yeah.
No, it
You were
wasn't.
just
No,
a nutter.
absolutely.
Oh, you wasn't a nutter. Yeah.
Yeah,
And most
yeah.
people where I came from were just proper nuts, so it was great.
We had one kid at school, and if you gave him fresh orange juice, it'd send him a bit doolally, but that was it. Yeah, I mean, there was none of this, autism. or
That's
anything like
nuts.
that.
I had a mate that used to metamorphosize on Benylin, right? So
Totally
literally,
another.
if we all dropped acid, right, or some shrooms, he would do it. He would drink some Benylin, and all of these boils would just come out within seconds.
Really?
Yeah, exploding boils off of Benylin, and he would do it to freak us the fuck out.
Weird. Oh, that's weird, isn't it? That is weird. That is so weird, man. But I don't know. See, like, I live just up the road from Peterborough Cathedral, and I think it's just been categorised as one of the top 10 cathedrals.
Yeah, it's
And
outstanding. Yeah.
And again, right? So when all this sort of came to light through you, really, I sort of came to light for me. Although I'd had a few weird encounters, which I'll try to get to in a minute if I don't stop waffling. But Peterborough Cathedral, I've always thought all my life, it's just incredible, and it's supposed to be building it with pulleys and.
Yeah, it's just mental. So
Honestly, and you go in there and it's it's unbelievable. And when I was younger, when I was a teenager, there was a tunnel that goes from the cathedral all the way to the town square. And then out in the town square, we used to have a great big stone fountain, which is all gone now. They've just taken it all away, all gone. Yeah, all gone, and it's like, you can't get down under the cathedral anymore. There's big, like, gates up. No entry, go away.
I think a lot of Britain will tell you the same story. I found the same for Lincoln. They closed their underground places in 1945. I said, why is that? I said, because of the war. I said, well, wouldn't that be good shelter for the bombing? She went, yes.
Rubbish.
It's just rubbish. It's just making no sense. Shut up. Yeah.
It is. Yeah, and it's weird, right?
Same. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's weird, right? So I'll explain how I sort of come across Tartaria, whatever you want to call it. 20 years ago, I used to drive around the country gigging, and I'm always a bit of a sucker for old antique shops and stuff like that.
Same, Dave.
I went into this shop, and it's weird again. Talk about synchronicities. Because at Christmas, Andreas was showing this thing that his dad owned. Anyway, so I went into this shop, and there's a Globes drink cabinet, right? And you open it up, and it's got decanters in it and that. And I closed it. I was like, how much is that? Love, like 20 quid. I was like, Bush. Took it. Now I took it because, like, it was pretty cool. But on the top, right on the top, it had Tartaria.
Really?
Yeah. Now
as a product of Tartaria.
Just like it was a globe, and it had, like, it was Europe and all that.
Yeah.
And then it just said Tartaria across it. Now, at the time, I was just looking to flip it to make a bit of money. 150 quid I flipped it. 5 years later, I'm driving around the country again, and I go into this little weird charity shop down in Somerset, it was. And there was a place called Watch It.
Oh, I know Watch It.
Yeah,
it's just across the water from me.
Yeah, amazing. Watch It.
Yeah, it's a cute little town. Hasn't changed at all.
No, brilliant. Unbelievable. So I go in there, and then there's a map just up there where I'm pointing. And in that frame was a map, or in the charity shop was a map, and it was a map of Tartaria.
See, I can't remember coming across it.
No, so I brought it, and it's been sitting up there or on top of my shelf.
All of years.
Yeah, just sitting there, and then I stumbled across you years ago before I started my channel, and lo and behold, you were talking about all this stuff, and I was like, what? Very, very strange. Yeah, very, very weird. And I've always wanted to tell you that. I watch your shows on a Saturday night, and I'm shouting, I bought this map 15 years ago.
Well, it is an ongoing thing. It's like the whole, narrative for Tataria is an ongoing thing. It's like it's happening right now. The whole thing is happening
Yeah.
right now.
And
This whole Phoenician paradigm thing. What the fuck is going on with them? I do not know. But I can't help thinking, that somewhere along the line that they may return.
It's weird, isn't it? It's
What
weird.
about this concept, right? That we're only, like people say, we are as an energy source, and that's the only true currency is energy in this place. That's
Yeah,
us.
yeah, I've heard that. Yeah.
But what else we can do is something that maybe the Phoenicians can't do because of their animalistic. They're they are animalistic, not human per se. Is we record the human experience through our eyes, maybe 70 years of it. That is like maybe our prime directive is just to observe, and some of us are players, so we interact in the game.
I like that. Oh, I like
And
that.
and so that they're cumulating our life experiences in like a 70-year clip, because all the subconscious is there for a reason. We haven't worked out why, but one thing it does is record everything from the moment you're born, even in the womb.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So all of that can be literally taken out in an informational way at the end somehow.
Yeah. Right.
So I can't help thinking that might be, the reason, that they can't have the human experience, so we have to have it for them.
That's interesting. That is interesting. Yeah, because I was just saying yesterday that we're funny things, aren't we? Because we're either worrying about the past and stuff we can't change, or we're trying to worry about things in the future, and we sort of almost forget to live now.
I don't do that no more. I don't. If I think about the past, I just start to well up, and my head just goes. So it's just not somewhere I'm willing to go that is beneficial to me. Yeah, because it's too fucked up. Okay.
Yeah, exactly what I say. No, it's exactly what I say. Everyone's got crap, haven't we? Do you know what I mean? If you carry it around with you, what you're doing is carrying that weight around with you.
Well, I won't let it affect me in a way of depression, but I'm finding, like, with friends that are suffering with depression, one I can think of in particular. It's always the same fucking thing. It's alcohol related. They have alcohol, and then they stimulate it with cigarettes, and then they're moaning bastards after, and it's just that.
I got a brother who he was an alcoholic because his life fell apart. He turned to alcohol, and now what's happened after 15 years? He's just a prescription junkie. And that's all
what happened to them all, though. My wife was an alcoholic. That's what killed her, and it just seems to be like for Irish types. Like a disease with them all, that they just have to drink stupid for some reason.
Because you're a fellow weed smoker, like me. And I'm
43 years in now.
I'm not quite 43 years in. But,
well, 1979 I started. I had my first one.
I'm quite a long way. But yeah, I've known in my short time, my 46 years, or this 46 years that I'm doing this time round, I've known 4 people that have died through drinking. And in all that time, I've never met anybody that's died from smoking weed.
Same here. Listen, brother, I'm 55 and I'm still running around and doing all the stuff that I've always done. Yeah. And I noticed everyone down the pub. Yeah, if you do go down a pub, looks like a shit took a shit. I mean, they're all these deep crevices, and they look really fucking, because it dehydrates them out, don't it? The nature of alcohol is
it does, yeah.
to dehydrate.
No, well, I haven't touched alcohol now for 5 years, or can I say drugs?
Well, no, I'm like 15 years into not having any real drugs, really, but I do like partake in psychedelics.
Well, mushrooms, and stuff like that.
Shrooms, obviously. That's part of the given thing, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I think so. So because it's weird because I think psychedelics are quite important to us. I think they.
Yeah, but I've always used them for that purpose of spiritual growth.
Yeah, they open something up in us. They do.
I used to do them when I was really young and never used to tell anyone about it because I was microdosing in school even. And then, I was going night clubbing and stuff, I noticed to give me the edge with the women.
Yeah.
That I look like a bit cuter and I got a bit of a sparkle going on because I'm tripping on mushrooms, yo. Yeah, I can't get a thing wrong. I'm totally cooler than everyone else because I got that thing going on because I'm tripping my balls, yo. So I used to do that, never used to tell anyone, but give me the edge. And I noticed early on, I thought this stuff is just makes me super smart. This stuff makes you smart. I worked it out earlier on.
Something about it. There's something about it. There is. I had a
mate
about it. No, there is. I had a mate that when I used to go around and see him, a guy called Dale. And every time I go around and see him, he goes, "Do you want a cup of tea?" And like it was always 50-50 if he was going to give you mushroom tea that it'd be squeezed.
I had a mate the same.
And he'd never tell you either.
I have a mate, like, he's dead now, God bless him, Steve, but we did kitchen chemistry for like 20 years, inventing everything you can think of. Yeah. We had a still going, we was ether sniffing, you ever had that straight off the tap? Oh my days, we had a brilliant time. All sorts we were doing, but yeah, that all. It was, we tried Azarone root. You ever heard of this? Devil root, Azarone?
Devil root. I think I've heard of devil root.
Azarone. Well, it grew in the lake. It's a lily, and it grew in the lake in Roath Park in Cardiff. So we thought we'd have a go with it. So we isomerized it. Never worked. And we tried eating it. It was the foulest substance on earth. But we found that if you boiled it up and just like had a whiff off the steam.
Oh, that's it. It got you, was it?
There was just like the kids was running around like and all of that. It's like everyone in this house is fucking tripping. It's gone straight through the building.
I like that. I do. I like that.
I had some psychedelics in there. Like, I was in school though, and he was like 10 years older than me. He used to test them on me. So he's like you said with your mate, yeah. So he's like, he'd give me like a million brew fucking shroom cup, and then I'd have it, and then I'd say like, if I was to throw up, I'd throw up on a newspaper, and I looked down, and there was a newspaper, and I opened it up and threw up on there, and then turn a few pages over, and then I threw up again. I said, I feel really ill. And they said, you are, Matt, have another cup of coffee, you'll feel better.
Yeah.
And then he kicked me out into the snow with all of the hedge monsters. It was a night.
Yeah,
it was
all the hedge monsters. Yeah, hedge monsters. I've had a mate now. Like you haven't seen him for a while, but I took him to Glastonbury, and he had a real bad time on some acid. I don't know what happened to him. And he's
never happened to me.
He's never been the same since.
Just don't fall asleep on acid. It's all I can say. But yeah, I had a mate that's never been the same.
Yeah,
but
he's not like a lunatic, but he's just, I don't know, he's just never been the same since we got back. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe the case is that you have to be a bit of a schizophrenic to take him in the first place, and if you're not, it might affect you in a detrimental nature.
Oh, I tell you what, I'm surprised I'm alive sometimes.
I'm not. I don't know. How do you know you are? You know,
yeah,
this is the thing. It's like
this is it. These are the questions I'm looking for.
Well, I've had so many things. Like I explained on a show before. Like I've been reckless and I've been killed loads of times. But then I'm here, so I'm just wondering. Like some of my close friends have told me stories where, you know, one of them had drowned and come back, and I'm like, well, did you? Another one had a horrendous car crash. I'm like, well, the worst in the world. I'd stepped out of it. I'm like, well, did you?
Weird.
It's like, is that what's happening?
Weird, isn't it? It's weird. We seem to be on like, I don't know. So like today, and I'll be dead honest with you as well. When you emailed me earlier, I was just going to ignore it. But like everything with this, I'm just trying to go with it now. And I just thought, well, I'll just get you on.
I always do that. I go with it every day, mate. I just don't think about things. It's best not to.
Yeah, I mean, God, I overthink everything.
Well, we all do that, Dave. I break everything down. I turn it into analytic, breaking down all of that shit. And then I turn it around into like, well, if it don't benefit everyone, I'm not going to be bothering. This is the field that I think in.
Yeah.
So if you put it out in the universe, that is for a greater good. So when I wake up, I'm truthing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, I do. Right. So Jay Dreamers the other day, you know, everyone knows
Jay. I've known him years. Yeah.
And I've been watching him for years, like I've been watching you for years. And he
excuse
said,
me, I got the door a second. Can you just excuse me?
That's all right, mate. That's all right. Hey, isn't this cool then? Boom. So there we go. Like we've got Martin in the house. I'm absolutely stoked. Hey, here we go. Look, yeah, welcome, Martin. Hello, Isle of Blackberries. I can see Adam Weird World. Birmingham Skies. Hello, people. Hello, welcome. It's very nice to have you here. Like this just all took me by surprise. Martin just emailed me and he said, "You send me the key, I'll pop on." So I just emailed him it, and I feel a little bit weird. Sorry if I'm just going over anybody's names or anything, but it's welcome back.
Sorry,
that's all right, mate.
That was my neighbour. Run out of rollies, so I just borrowed the rollies. It's back. Normal stuff.
So Jay Dreamers, somebody was talking to him. I think it was Campbell, Autodidactic was talking.
I seen it. Yeah.
And somebody said to him, "What are you looking for then, Jay?" Because he goes on about his plasma exchange and all that, and you know,
Yeah, sure.
it's brilliant, and I love it. And he said, "What are you looking for?" And he said, "It's my journey." He said, "I'm looking for self and unity." And it just resonated with me, and I can't get it out of my head since, because everyone's like no matter what you throw at somebody, you can show somebody a book, and every person will interpret that book slightly different, won't they?
Differently.
Yeah, because it's it's taken me a long while to realise it's because it's our journey, your journey, my journey, and then it's about. I sound like an old hippie, don't I? But like,
No, not
bringing
really. No, I agree completely. That's exactly where we're going. And this, like, bringing all the communities together, you mentioned earlier, I think is definitely an important thing.
Yeah,
you know, and you know, because the truth of movement is like all over the place. When at this time now, TikTok,
yeah,
everyone
I
should be
agree
putting
with
it
you,
together.
because it's weird, isn't it? Because I was like, you know, my name was Planet X Hunter for years, right? Now, so I was a flat earther. I've been down to the Bedford level up here, or the Bedford Strait, whatever it's called. And then one day I woke up, almost like I had a weird epiphany. It's like it's been a curse for the last 7 years. Started seeing these big things in the sky. I'm not saying they're planets, but whatever. I don't know what it is, but I keep seeing it. But something in my heart tells me that the model that we're showing is complete garbage, because it just does in my heart, and I feel it in my chest. Do you know what I mean? When I think about it, this is what they want you to believe, and this is what
I went down the Anunnaki road, you know, the old Planet X, and are they coming back to make us? You know, we're supposed to be mining gold, and we're not doing it, are we? And they're coming to collect it, like at a certain point.
It's a bit like that, isn't it? I don't think they're here. I think they may have been in something to do with our past. I do, but I think maybe the hierarchy system they left here is very still much in control. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know.
My cohort, in fact, of British, Lee posted an interesting Vanna vlog last night, which made me think a lot, freaked me out a bit. He seems to have had some sort of it's two schools of thought. He's pissed up when he thought it, or he really did have a divine moment, a divine message, and it seems too detailed for it just to be a whimsical fantasy. So he states that the Phoenicians, they come back, and they come back on the 1st of May this year.
Ooh,
May Day.
Weird.
Right? He said that they will be like, it's the real Passover. So like in the Feast of the Passover, when they pass over, they will be passing over. He says there's a crackling sound to them. And he said you can't stare at them, you will be instantly blinded because they are bright like magnesium.
Oh, that's weird.
So that's the eagle of blindness they talk about in music.
Weird,
and he suggests for survival. Yeah, I suggest taking them on. Yeah, because that's my British way. But he suggested, and cover himself in a goose fat, naked, in a field, and act as an animal, and then they will just pass him over, not recognise him in a human. I think they might just think he's just offering himself in a special way to them.
He's greasing himself up. Yeah,
he's ready to goose fat.
Stand and fight. No, if anything like that.
I told him that was not a good idea. Don't do the goose fat scenario if it does hit the fan on May the 1st. But yeah, so that's where he was coming from. But it's like, you know, the whole narrative in like some of the Black Sabbath songs, and you know, quite a few contemporary songs do tell you that's and it's not a million miles away from the Anunnaki narrative, Dave, is it? You know, they're coming back for gold.
I'm not saying that's right.
No, I've seen two suns everywhere, and it could be Rahu or K2 or Vulcan or other bodies or whatever they are up there, and I don't say that's not a thing. Something covers the sun during the eclipse.
And I've got to this point now though where I can't prove it.
But we can't prove anything in this place. That's one thing we're going to find out. If you think about our perspective on the surface of the Earth, and you know how we perceive from this, you know, this one standing point. For the whole thing, we see fuck all. We experience fuck all in our little.
We're so small, aren't we? That's what it is. We're so, and I feel so small sometimes as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's why. I don't know, because I've had so many arguments with people on YouTube. People telling me that what I'm seeing or what I know. It's like, well, no, because I'm open to anything. I try and embrace everything. So I just want to learn about stuff. That's all I want to do. Because eventually, on my journey, I'll pick out the bits that resonate with me the most. But that doesn't mean that I'm right. it doesn't mean that I'm right at all.
I
But
just tried to do it like a court case and prove it like that. It's like you can take it, you know, or give it or take it, you know.
That's
And
what
I'll
I
offer
find.
the evidence.
I tell you what really drew me to your channel as well. So my dad's got all these old books, all these old alchemy books, and like when I was a kid, they'd just be around the house, he'd be reading
I
them.
would love to have had that.
Oh, it's just incredible, right? And then when I stumbled after the map and all that a few years later, and I stumbled across your channel, the stuff that you were showing was the same stuff.
The alchemical books.
Yeah, it was just
That's
incredible.
fantastic. He was into that.
Oh, yeah, well, he still is. He's been writing a book all his life. He calls it the Book of Books, and he won't let anybody read it. But yeah, he's a right old alchemist. Yeah, he's got
Wow.
you know, I want his bottle of mercury. He's got his great big bottle of mercury, and it's about that big, but it weighs a bloody ton.
Have you got brothers? Have you got brothers?
Yeah, so like I said, I've got a crazy brother.
Oh well, like you know, you got to make sure you got these things hallmark for you, because like I had my grandfather's medals, and when he died, I thought they would have instantly come to me, being the oldest grandchild, but they got snagged by a greedy nephew who took them. And although he's got them on a case on a wall, he respects them.
Yeah,
it still upset me for like decades, thinking they should have come my way.
I've had that conversation with my dad. I'm like, the whole lab is mine. The whole thing. And then it's incredible. I mean, like it's like but he's been into it for years, you know, years and years and years, and my mum's always like, oh, he drives everybody crazy with it. And then of course, like I see people on here now. What's the guy's name? Crypto Bernai, crypto alchemist.
Yeah, Bernai, yeah. Crypto.
Yeah, he's a little legend, and he's doing experiments that my dad's been looking at for years, you know. It's just incredible. And I find it fascinating. And then, of course, when you started showing all that on your channel, I was like, oh, it looks like my childhood. Great big books lying about with all these.
Yeah, it clicks with you, don't it? You start remembering, it resonates.
Yeah,
it's like that's what I get with the whole theme of Tataria stuff. It's the whole.
Yeah, I like the fact you can go and touch it yourself. I've travelled all over the country, and in every town I've been to, they almost look exactly the same. The town centres. I'm standing there thinking this looks like Peterborough. The buildings are the same, but they're banks now.
I find the same for the whole of Europe, though, and American cities. You know, although the centre bits, they're not dissimilar to British cities, Canadian cities. They've got the same.
Something about America. Oh, old world America. It's just I don't know. Like over there, the more I learn about it, was all watching the other day.
Well, that is definitely on my to-do list. Is go try hopefully sometime this year, because.
Some of the great big, some of the great big cities and all that. I mean, some because John Levi's always showing them great big buildings, isn't he? And it's like, you know, like, oh yeah, we had nothing. We were, you know, wandering about with carts and horses, but we just built that great big.
Same for Australia as well.
Yeah.
And all this shit turns up like in 20, 30 years flat, and you know. I just put up a video just now, and on the thumbnail, I don't know whether you can see it on my channel there somewhere. My friend sent it to me this morning and said she's seen this, and it's in the Klondike, an old 1800s photograph, and it's Greta fucking Thunberg.
Oh, is that one? What is it on your shorts? Is it on the shorts?
No, man, live. Click live. I got a live thing going up at 7 o'clock. I got crypto. What is your channel?
Let me share that. I'm still trying to get used to all this rubbish. It's so rubbish at it.
Camera's better now.
Yeah, I've got one of them weird private hotspots. I think is that what it's called, a private hotspot.
I shouldn't bother you, family. It's very demanding. You'll find StreamYard.
That's just there.
There. It's Greta. She's a bit of a time traveling thing going on there.
That is weird, isn't it?
That is her. There's no doubt about that.
Very strange. And so I've got up here as well. God, but I'll have to share the other one now. I'll have to stop sharing that. I've got up here. Because I thought you emailed me, and I thought, well, I might as well show this then, mightn't I? If I can get that to work. Come on, Dave, work. Just there. I will get there in a minute, mine. It's your booklet. Hey, I wanted to show it.
So it
Very
is.
nice. This is Martin's book. Boy, anybody in the chat, you should go and buy it. Go and buy it.
My second book.
Yeah, very cool. Well, it's your second book. It is. Yeah, very cool, man. Like, you know, I just wanted to show that.
I think they were telling us what happened with the Hindenburg with Led Zeppelin. You know, especially the cover.
They seem to. Yeah, it seems to, don't they?
You know, heavy as a lead balloon is the saying of why they got to give themselves the name.
Yeah. Very cool though. Yeah, I'd like, you know, I don't know. It's just the whole thing fascinates me, all of it, because there seems to like in the little town I live in here, the little town. I'm not going to dox myself.
I never
But we
heard
got-
of that, Tom. I never heard of it.
It's called Craphole. That's what it's called.
No,
But
oh,
we've got a big spire, church spire, and it's literally you can see it for miles and miles around. And they tell us that it was so everybody could just see it and gravitate towards it. But it's not. See, the house my parents live in was built in 1700, and it feels very like when you go in, it feels like there's a whole part of the floor missing.
Yeah,
feels
man.
Very, very
got
low.
that feeling with all of them. Yeah, it is. It's the floor. They say they lend the narrative that in the 1700s people were a lot smaller.
Yeah,
Then I was working on plastering. I was working on stonemasonry in a cottage near Roos Airport in Wales called Porthkerry. And I thought, like, so you got to duck your heads. They must have been really small. Till we took the floor out and found that the door jambs were going like another 1.5 foot below the old floor level. And people, it was a lot taller. It was just, and everything was a lot lower because of the blood flood. So.
Yeah. And it's weird, and then they shut like the church here. They open it once a year. You can go up it once a year, and they guard.
It's got bells on it.
It has got bells. Yeah, always that. We've got 2 churches here, so it might be the other one's got bells.
You find that they can all hear one another. Apart from in a lot of cases, they can all see one another. Yeah. They all answer to one another. So one will chime, and then the next one will chime, and then the next one will chime, and you can hear it in concession. It's like that's part of that technology. That resonating technology.
Because I love the word as well, antiquitech.
Yeah.
It's just such a good word. It's just amazing.
It's definitely taken hold. That thing.
Yeah, it has.
To be honest, there's a lot of stuff on TikTok at the moment. Like all these years later, because I've been 5 years in now, with this 5-6 years in.
Yeah.
And but with the Tatarian stuff, I mean.
Yeah.
And it's all over TikTok. There's loads of little shorts about blood flood.
People are starting to wake up about it. They are. Do you know what I mean? That's what I love. Do you know what I mean? It's like because like I don't know. I want to pick your brain loads, but I just don't feel prepared today.
That's all right. We just bring it. This is food. You can come over again.
I'm so new to this, like doing all this, and I wish I'd sort of done it years ago. I used to sit and watch you and Jay and like John Levi and people. Like, I want to do that. And it's taken me a while to grow up the balls to do it, but it's because I realised that like I'm not going after the bigger questions. I'm looking for my pieces of the puzzle, and along the way, like working together, we might figure it out. I don't know. That's the way it feels. But then, I'm just a bit of a mad man.
If you're going to be sticking your face on the internet, though, like for me early on, I had a lot of stick, and I was a flat earther.
Yeah.
So my life was miserable on the internet, but I don't let like sticks and stones fuck you. Is my,
No.
If you're going to be on the internet, you've got a certain mindset anyway of not giving fuckness.
Yeah, a little bit. You have, you
got to be like,
I'm a little bit sensitive, but definitely my skin's definitely getting a bit thicker.
Well, I have, but you can't. If you're going to go on the internet, you can't because what you got to realize, people are treating it like a TV station, and they don't do the personal connection and realize they're upsetting an actual human being on the other side of the screen.
Yeah, and I think that's what feels weird about this for me. I'm so used to watching you. I feel like I'm sitting watching you doing your show, but you're talking to me.
Yeah, I get that when people actually meet me, they go, "You're not taller than you are on the screen." It's like, yeah, because I'm compressed down to about that big, aren't I?
Yeah, it's crazy. So, you got into you were a map man, weren't you? You like your maps, don't you?
Yeah, so I do. I got a cute map there.
Yeah,
it's just behind me.
Always fascinated me as well, maps, just because
it's my old man as well. I think
piece of a puzzle. Because am I right remembering that you're a Navy man as well? Is that right?
Yeah, man. I come from. I'm ex-merchant Navy. My father was a ship's captain. Still doing the boat thing as well. It's just been my life, really. It's been watery.
Oh, see, it terrifies me, the water.
I don't swim, Dave. But I was a decade at sea. I just wanted to I was on a quest to hunt down Miss Ideal and get as wasted as I possibly can and see as much of the place as I can. Yeah, cultural exchange.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Hello, cats. Hello.
The international language of love.
It does seem to be the international language of love.
It is. It's like you don't even need the language with like some European, national ladies. You just like it's the old eye. It's all in the eyes anyway, isn't it? The rest can be non-spoken. all them noises. Sorry to lower the tone.
Incredible.
So yeah, I did that, and then but then I came back. My missus home. I
Yeah.
got pregnant with my son. I did go off for a couple more trips when he was little, but it was just not working. I was getting too upset spending time away.
Yeah.
So I just started to get like shitty land jobs then, which really made me unhappy. I could never do anything that was satisfactory after the merge. I felt like everything was just shit compared to that.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
what it was, you know.
well, it's the system, isn't it? They push you into it. Go into the system.
System of
I call them the dark overlords. Yeah, go on, grow up. You want to go into the system and pay taxes and do a job for the next 60 years? No, I don't. No, actually. But...
See, all of this can just be over. This is the crucial thing now, is what I think. Is all it takes, right, is if everybody just says no.
Yeah, I agree with you, 100%. But it's so
yeah, we're
hard,
not going to do it anymore. And then, all of this taxation, you know, taxation's just gaslighting us. Why are we paying taxes if they can fucking print money? They print what they need. This is all just a gaslighting, enslaving thing. And they do tell us we're dead on the birth certificate. They say we're not even fucking... And I'm a living man. And you know, we stand our ground, stamp our foot and say no more. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Talking of Glastonbury, I'm going to be there at the end of the month.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we got a little... I'm going to start kicking off... We're starting to kick off the Truth Tour thing and a lot of activism again. So we do this every year, me and my gang. So I'm meeting whoever's going to come and hook up down in Glastonbury High Street, probably the last Sunday of this month. And everyone's welcome. The last time I did it, in March, I went on my tour. There was
I remember watching your video. Yeah, I watched your video.
Yeah, it was about 50, 60 people turned up. It was fantastic. It was mad. We had a brilliant Glastonbury out of the old tour, apart from Lincoln. I liked Lincoln. The cathedral was amazing. Yeah. But Glastonbury is always fantastic. And I know it's all a crowd there.
It is amazing, Glastonbury.
All comes out with gifts of shrooms and weeds and this. You're mad.
I'd love to come with my missus, but at the moment, my bloody van's knackered. Oh god.
Well, I'm going to travel there. You know, I got my mates as well. I guess will travel as well. But yeah, I'll probably just hang out down there for a day or so.
Oh, so I might talk to you privately then, and maybe talk about that because, like, you know, I keep promising my wife now I'm not gigging because I've gigged for the last 25 years every weekend.
Have you got like a guitar with your like a little portal amp that's got a battery?
Nah, I was just a singer. I was a singer. I used to sing I was singing.
I noticed you sing everything constant. I do that.
I was a singer. I was a singer, right, Martin? Get this, in a Motown and soul band.
That's brilliant. My favourite.
Look at me, though.
KC and the Sunshine Band. Did you like KC?
Oh yeah, we used to, like, you know, and
so like what was you doing? All Aretha Franklin stuff or what?
Yeah, but we were called No Town Without Motown, and we were a three-piece male vocal group. We used to go around, Temptations, Drifters, all that sort of stuff.
Temptations.
Sam Cooke.
Gives me shivers. Sam Cooke, yeah.
Yeah, a bit of Northern Soul. We used to do a bit of Northern Soul. I mean, it was good. But like, you know, and I've never, because I've missed 25 years of weekends, so we don't do anything. So like, my wife's like, please do something, come on, and that might be something to do. Come and see you, actually, come and meet you. That'd be well
just do it. It's just like the spirit tells you whether or not to go. Anyway, I do with any of these things. I've had so many the day I was supposed to be there, I was like, no, I'm not going, and then I find out later there was a good reason for it.
Yeah,
maybe just police bum rushed them or something.
I've sort of got a weird, like, a social anxiety thing that's come on since I've finished gigging as well, where I find it hard.
That's them.
I'm sitting.
That's that Phoenician bullshit in your head, man.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a bag of balls, mate. I tell you, just have to fuck off. If it's not your friend, then, you know, if you was to really, like, if you found out, like, not that this is a scenario, but if you was to find out, like, tomorrow this is going to be the last day, tomorrow you're not going to be here anymore for whatever reason, you'd have to, like, for the first time probably in your entire life, fucking get the shit together, think it out. You'll be able to think it out in an instant because of all them chemicals rushing around you, Brian, and then realise.
I overthink everything.
We all fuck around, Dave. I fuck around, mate.
Yeah, what it is, I'll go, I want to go, and then I'll sit and think about it, and then convince myself that I don't want to go.
We all do it.
And then I'll sit there when it's going on, thinking, well, I wish I'd gone now. You know what I mean? And I, like, oh, I do it all. I'm my own worst enemy.
I have bad dreams about that. If I miss stuff, I get upset about it.
I'm a walking contradiction, but I'm trying. This is what all this is about for me, Riz. It feels like a therapy session, Martin. Every time I do this, I sit down and talk to people, and it's like I keep saying to people on my channel, if you want to learn about yourself, stream and watch yourself back. And I've learned more about myself doing this in the past month or so than I ever.
You push yourself laughing at you.
Yeah, because what it is, I'm not taking myself. Not taking myself seriously anymore. Do you understand what I mean?
It's the only way to be, Dave.
Yeah,
and it's like, I love it.
What it is, it's like I haven't so I've sort of got to a point now where I do go out. I was singing to the woman at the post office yesterday. Not
Listen,
singing
mate,
to her,
they hate it, a lot of them, but like a lot of them will get into it, you know, and I'll be like,
I was going second class, sign for please, like this, and singing to, and then I sort of pulled myself up, you know, and it's this other guy inside me. But I'm not trying to get rid of him. But he's just like, oh, you know, it's the rational guy inside me. There's always this rational voice inside me going, no, no. And it's like,
see, I haven't got that. I always know that I'm the nuttiest fucking in the room at any one time anyway, and always will be. So I
need to get rid of him. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to purge him. I'm trying to get him out. That's all. I am, you know, because one of my a guy, one of the Sky Watchers in my chat, Nigel, he wants to meet up for a cup of coffee, and I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Just do it. It's the Matrix. The pussy whips us, brother. Yeah, it pussy whips us into not wanting to do anything. Just sit there. It makes it all so easy, and it's like it seems a bit stressful. I probably might ache. It might be a bit this. It might be a bit that. You even construct an entire. But then if you did actually just get out and do it, you find fuck me, that was brilliant.
Honestly, yeah. And like I said, I'm trying to embrace all the moments. I'm sitting here now just trying to take all this in, because to me, it's like I've watched you for so long, and now I'm sitting here talking to you. And an hour ago, I was contemplating whether I was even going to email you back. I was like, maybe I'll email him after the show and say sorry, I didn't see it. But you know, I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I did. Honestly,
see what I mean?
Yeah, honestly, yeah, and I'll take your bit of advice. And if I can get my bloody van running, or my car running, because I've got a car and a van, they're both knackered.
But anyway, if your van miraculously fixes itself, then that's the reality or the creator telling you to get your ass.
Yeah, we're trying to look into it, because this is what I want to do. I've promised my wife now that I'm not gigging every weekend, that we can go off, and because I want to go around and look at some of these old sites again. You know what I mean?
So I does, Dave. We goes to towns and just checks our shit out, mate. Yeah. Glastonbury's a lovely town for it.
It is. Well, I've been to the festival. Oh, so many times. It's like my second home. It's like my second home.
Same here, brother. Maybe that's where I seen you, because I spent like years and years doing all of the festivals, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I did as well. Yeah. I think it's weird, right? Because the more I talk to people now, other truthers or whatever, that we all seem to have similar stories. It's very strange, you know. Like
Glastonbury 1984, I got busted coming out of there. Ended up like a week in Shepton Mallet TA barracks. Like
it was a bit rougher then, though, wasn't it? Oh, because like they.
I was when the Hells Angels there was people dying. They used to take 10 body bags and fill them every year, because there was no fence per se. There'd be like 500,000 of nicking, so it was like.
Because now it's two festivals. You go now. Last time we went, 2017. You've got the mainstream side, and then you've got it sort of stops, doesn't it? And then you've got the brilliant side,
like Greenfields and that.
Yeah. Oh, it's just yeah, you know, like I can't.
You know, we had like Liam Gallagher playing here like last summer, and like me and my son was going to go and take the boat out in the bay and watch him, because you could see the stage from out in Cardiff Bay and just sit on the boat, like we were going to do like the Pink Floyd thing. Yeah. But when I read like, oh, they're going to be having police dogs fucking searching you when you're going in there, I was like, he can fuck off. It's like, what? Liam Gallagher concert, and you got to have like sniffy dogs and stuff.
That's weird. I
got Blondie, Tom Jones playing in a castle. I want to go and see Blondie. I'd love to see Blondie. Yeah.
I've seen Tom Jones a few times.
Have you?
I have. Yeah. I'm
doing a mega one in Cardiff this year.
Oh, I'm a complete gig head, Martin. I've been to.
Well, I am as well. I'm the same as you. Festivals, gigs. You would have loved the other night, Monday night, right? My local pub down here, right? Is just like it's the secret Cardiff place, like, but it's 420. Yeah, everything in there. Yeah, it's amazing, right? So it goes in Monday night. It's quiet Monday night everywhere, isn't it? Shit, nothing going on. I walk through the door, and it's just like, as soon as I walk through the door, like everyone's dancing. And it's booming Chemical Brothers, and I was like, yes, all right, this is wicked. Straight through the door, and I was just, you just have the most amazing mental nights down there. It's just like out of the blue. And the thing is they're all like stupid as fuck. Yeah. It doesn't matter because they're all like stupid as fuck, and they're all off their heads on coke. So that is really annoying to behold as well. But it's amusing to watch. Okay, climbing the walls.
I like that. I like it.
Listen, they got in the toilet in my little pub. They don't allow anyone to like use the toilet per se. It's only like they got to keep it clean of shit fumes for just cooking.
I had a mate once years ago when I was into all that, and what he would do, he'd go in and do a line, and then he'd leave you one on the toilet, and he'd go.
Yeah, man, I know. We've all had that.
I know, and he'd go, I left you one on the toilet, and then I'll go.
It's fucking disgusting.
I'm thinking,
shit spores. Shit spores. Other people shit spores. That's worse.
Oh, but I mean, like you know, ultimately it would end in me going. I'm walking straight out, probably. Yeah, not anymore though. You see, I changed my game. My wife saved me 5 years ago. She basically she saved my life, and it's the best thing I've ever done. Smoke a bit of weed, drink a little bit of coffee, and that's it. Don't do anything else. Like you know,
don't need it. It's so detrimental to you and to progressing in life. It's just why would we even do that to ourselves anyway?
No, and like you know, and it's the best thing I've ever done. I feel like I wasted a long time. You know what I mean? As well,
just we do waste a lot of time.
Yeah, we do, don't we? We do.
They think it's great in the beginning, you know, and you're all fantastic, but you don't look fantastic from the outside perspective.
No.
So.
And like I said as well, it's the little things I'm trying to like. So I said to I was talking to a guy yesterday, and I said. Like my daughter was having a go at me the other day, just shouting. She's 16, you know. She's like,
you should say that. Yeah.
And I was just trying to embrace it because one day she's going to move out, and I won't be able to argue with her anymore. But it's stuff like that I'm trying to sort of. Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean. It's just them moments you got to live them, haven't you?
Stuff like that because you never embrace them, do you? Because you're in it and you.
Most people don't, but you recognise that you do. So that's a fantastic thing, there, Dave. If you take the time to enjoy and like you know that now. You know, that essence.
I'm trying to remember sitting here talking to you how I feel right now. That's what I'm trying to do because I'm just trying to embrace every moment now. Like, it sounds stupid. What's he going on about? But it's I don't know because I think that's.
We should be like that all of the time, though. Yeah, we sell ourselves short constantly, and you know, I think big. I just think, and if anything, I guess advice from elders says, "Don't be silly, mate. You can't do that." I think.
See that voice. It's always stopping me. He's always going, "Oi."
Yeah, tell you fuck off. Chase their demons away first thing in the morning. They won't come back.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why we've been pushed together because you're going to help me kick him out. That's what it feels like. I'm not saying.
To hang around with Dave. Let me tell you, hang around with Dave. One day with me, you would be cured. Okay, of all life problems.
Honestly, mate.
It was a lot of fun, Dave. It was a lot of fun. I like that. You know, nobody wants to see a depressing bastard and listen to anyone, Mo. Anyway,
it's like you know. I think that as well. Like what I've always liked about watching you is that you always make it fun. I've sat there sometimes laughing, like belly laughing, when you show the weird little adverts you show sometimes in the book.
Yeah, they're funny, isn't it?
Yeah, and I go away thinking about your stream probably more than I would that maybe somebody's just doing a normal presentation to me. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like I've enjoyed it, and that's what I want to do. I don't want to be all serious all the time. People learn stuff.
Laughter makes people remember.
Yeah, it does. It does.
It helps them remember.
We were just saying about gigs. Now, there's certain gigs I've been to. If I just think about it right now, I'd start getting goosebumps all over me.
I'm like it. That's how I guess my goosebump on. Is remembering gigs that I've been to.
I want
Which one would you relive again, Dave, out of your gigs? Which one would you relive again? If it was just one. You can't have them all, just the one.
That's really hard. And people are going to call me a
wet fart. One that give you goose pimples right through and you thought, this is like, I've arrived. This is so fantastic. I can't even believe it.
I said, I'll be honest, so people don't beat me up for this, all right?
Okay.
But it was... 2016, I think it was, Glastonbury. I was with my wife and daughter. It had been raining all weekend, like the whole weekend. It was Sunday night. Coldplay came out, and it just me saying Coldplay to you just there. It's just giving me goosebumps.
They smashed it that year, didn't they?
I was with my daughter. They gave everybody lights on your wrists, so there was 150,000 people with lights on their wrists.
Wow.
That all changed colour as they did different songs. Yellow, obviously, you know, the whole career.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, honestly, just talking about it now, and it's probably a bit wet, but that one, if I had to pick one, I'd probably like to go and do that one one more time, yeah, because it was just
Whoa,
incredible.
that sounds fantastic.
It was one of the best moments of my life. My daughter was only about 8 years old, I think, something like that. And it was just I can't explain it to you. Just
No, you
thinking
can't,
about
because
it,
I can, because my best ones are Glastonbury too. Well, all my best ones. I'm not sure if like it was that one sesh of Echo and the Bunnymen that I see.
Oh, I'd love to see it.
Because I was tripping and it was really special to me that morning. They came on like about 2.
Yeah.
And I just kind of thinking like, this is probably the best band I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
I
it's
remember
weird, isn't
thinking.
it?
They were fantastic. But for Buzz, I think it was the Wailers turning up at Glastonbury by helicopter, direct from Jamaica, sunshine, Jamaican Sunshine Spectacular. I was like, what? No fucker told us. Wasn't on the bill. Wasn't on the bill.
No, I saw them on the bill one year.
They was after Blackie Huru.
Yeah,
and the Wailers.
Yeah.
The Black Hero was on, and then they come on and did like Exodus to start. But like Peter Tosh was still alive, and he died like that summer as well, like months later.
Yeah.
So I just got to see him before he died. It's like,
and it's moments in it like that, that I'm trying to embrace now. And I think every moment can be like that if you just embrace
it. Just bring them back. Yeah. I do fictitious ones as well. Like I have my little favourite fantasy is that my little band in school got to be more than it actually was, and we're on my school stage playing like Radiohead. Yeah, I mean, it's totally smashing it and blowing all the teachers' heads away and stuff. But it never did happen. But it would have been nice. I don't think they'd been ready in the 80s.
I chased it for years. I literally chased it for years.
Yeah.
And looking back now, I play a little song at the end of my show, Funky Purple Haze Around the Moon. And it's been sitting there for 30 years, and now all of a sudden people like it. Oh, come on.
Yeah, see, before your time, mate. This is the problem. People are before their time. Everyone catches up a little bit later. You know, I'm trying to find new music though, because I can't listen to your 5 favourite albums ever all the time. No, that's just like boring.
Since I started this, I've been saying to people, school me. I want to listen to something good, because music's just
I just find like I listen to like techno mixes and stuff, and dub mixes, and just there's a lot of like cool dancing remixes out there with old classics that have been revamped.
If you're looking for a great band, and great musicians, it's a bunch of guys called Wolfpack, and they're a self-funded band. I think they've been together about 10 years, and just before the lockdown and all that started, they managed to sell out under their own steam, no management or anything, Madison Square Gardens in London.
What?
No
management?
In New York.
In New York?
Yeah, they sold it out.
That's where you go fucked with management. Look what happened to Black Sabbath or Elvis Presley. Yeah, they were just victims of bully managers.
Oh, they were. And they managed to sell the whole thing out themselves. And it's on YouTube. They're called Wolfpack, VULPECK, I think. Wolfpack.
I bet they tortured these stars. Imagine being like Harry Styles. He's like, well, I haven't had a day off in months. He's like, stick that fucking dress on, Harry. You're wiggling
I know,
it
it's horrible, isn't it? It's horrible.
It is horrible, and they got to do it. And they must be, exhausted and stuff, and have to put on the smiley face and shit.
Yeah, wear this dress. It was the guy the other day at the Grammys.
I don't know where they shit him out from. Where did he just show up from? Because I've never seen him before, Dave. He's just rubbish. Madonna is going to have to stop that now, because she's making me scared.
What happened with Madonna as well? Did you see that?
I don't know. I'm scared now, Dave.
I actually took a screenshot the other day of Madonna.
I took one this morning. Honest to God, she looks like death warmed her.
I've got to show everybody now. I've got to show everybody.
She used to be sexy.
Oh my God! Look at this. Look.
She's an abomination of nature.
Look at that.
Oh my God!
It says Trump inflation.
Why is she doing this like S&M whippy thing going on? That's just disgusting. And that fucking fat ginger guy, he turned up and shit out of nowhere. Is he off the X Factor or something?
I don't know.
I seen him on Facebook the other day with some dress on. And
Sam Smith. So he did a track with a couple of guys. Disclosure, they were called. I think they were called Disclosure.
No way, they were good.
They were good. Yeah, I watched them at Glastonbury. Very good.
They were fucking like proper hard one. They like
he did a vocal. Yeah, he did a vocal on them, and then he's just proceeded to turn into this whatever it was.
He's gone from that to that.
Yeah, yeah, he has. Yeah, yeah, he has. Yeah, and I don't know. Oh, it's just you know. But I
Well, they're
think they
pushing
do.
him like no tomorrow.
Oh, you know, they do stuff like that, and they push it on purpose because they want more people to look over here, look at it all. Oh,
Well, they can
God.
fuck off with all of that because it'd be like years ago, in like 1969, they used to go to jail for that shit. Now, like what? It'd be like
I know.
2040, and straight people will be like investigated and stuff.
Oh, I'm bored of it.
Don't fucking think
I'm
so.
bored of it all, Martin. And that's what I said. Madness
Well,
in here. I'm crazy. This is madness. That's insanity. And if you have to escape to madness to get away from the insanity, there's something wrong. There's something crazy
madness,
wrong.
madness. They call it madness.
Yeah. Oh, see madness as well.
Seen them a couple. I've seen them in Glastonbury as well.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was
great.
Like,
They're
I
great.
mean, like 50,000 doing the madness dance all at the same time. So one
Like,
step beyond was pretty cool.
I think we took our daughter 3 times to Glastonbury when she was young, and she still remembers it. It's like, you know, we pulled her out of school.
Best time
suddenly.
ever.
Yeah,
all
like,
the kids in my family all were Glastonbury kids. All of them
Yeah.
grew up
And
in
it's-
caravans.
yeah, it's
Just-
taught her more stuff as well. You know, they've definitely taught her more stuff, and her music taste is exquisite.
This is the
It's
thing.
good, it is. It's so good. It is. Yeah, like she schools all her mates and all that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. my dad
I was
too,
looking
yeah.
for new bands yesterday when my son come over for new tunage. I bought a new Arkham amp because my other one blew up. I had no choice, but it's sweet. But
Right.
went through Kaiser Chiefs. They're really
Yeah.
good. If you want such a twat,
Yeah.
they're really good.
Well, it's like I can't find anything I want to give my teeth into. Like I said, Volpeck, but anything mainstream, the music it feels like
Same,
music
yeah.
needs a revolution again, doesn't it? But they them the
Dude,
dark
revolution
overlord.
again.
Just like
Radiohead's
that,
like, I've been waiting for years for their new album, and they've just brought it out now. You know, this new
Love
album
Radio.
called
I've seen
Smile.
Radiohead as well. Yeah,
It's
they're great.
shit. They don't play music anymore. They just
Well, the
make
new album-
sounds.
It's the new album's rubbish, is it? I haven't heard
Yeah,
it.
it's making sounds. It's what
Oh.
they're doing. It's
It's
just like no
and
music.
there's no
at
soul
all.
in music, is there anymore? There's no soul. They've stolen the soul, taken it. Ugh. They seem to, haven't it? Whoever
Well,
they
that's the
are.
whole point, isn't it? It's supposed to be like this.
Oh, it's horrible. My
Yeah,
daughter,
it's the banana splits.
yeah, well, I was just saying my daughter's got exquisite music taste. She's in the bathroom the other day. Oh God, I don't know what was coming out of the bathroom. It was
Singing.
awful. It just sounded like somebody hitting something, going, oh.
Yes. So, don't buy a karaoke machine. Just in
Oh, she's
case.
not had a chance. I don't want her to go into music. I spent 25 years scraping a living, just about scraping. a
Keep her
living.
away from REM. Everybody hurts because that would
Uh,
be too much for all of you. Okay.
I've seen REM as well.
Oh, you haven't, have you? Not when they
I-
play
I-
Glastonbury. 20,
Yeah, I did. Yeah, whatever it was,
13, is
yeah.
it?
I've seen so many bands. I've sometimes just gone to watch bands just to say I've seen them, not necessarily enjoy.
I was
them.
exactly the same until like family sort of stopped that caper, but I still like that's my thing. It was
Yeah.
It's just,
Oh,
it was
I
gigs.
lost all my passion for music the last 25 years or last 20
I went
years
to my
now,
last gig.
and I'm getting it
Just-
back now. I'm getting that.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get it. Go do it. Go to gigs. Start living high life.
I'm
Because
gonna
I
come
went.
meet you. I'm gonna come and meet
Yeah,
you.
do it. I went to the Chemical Brothers just before lockdown,
Oh,
innit?
I love
So it was
Chemical
like
Brothers.
November
Love-
2019 in a motor point. Last
Oh.
words out of my son's mouth was, "Don't kill the Chemical Brothers, Dad, will you?" So I wasn't planning to. It's like, you know, they could easily accidentally get killed if I was there and stuff. But I literally got my hair off. I had some of these Mexican mushrooms at the time, so I thought I'll have these to go.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I went through and tried, and they were searching me, and I literally took all of my stuff out and put it out in front of them, and they were just like, "Can you actually just put that away and get in?" They were suing back. It's like, we don't actually want to catch you with anything.
Oh, I love the Chemical Brothers. I've seen them a few times.
They started doing a few satanic things going on. No, they had this deity, you know, like the Eve of Destruction, the last album. It's just
Yeah.
like, you know, everybody's gonna get sacrificed. They come, and it's like they come across the water. Everybody's going to die, and the next thing you know, like literally 6 months, 5 months after that, all of that caper started.
Yeah,
So-
it's weird, isn't it? Like, because like, I always say as well, people go, "What do you think of this person? What do you think that person?" I have this sort of thing where, if you're allowed to be rich, you have to be part of the club.
Exactly. Peter
You know what I
Gabriel
mean?
got a new album.
Yeah, I've not heard that. Like I said, I've hidden myself
It's a bit on
away.
YouTube, and he's another predictive programmer. He's another one of the type of stock. He spells
Yeah.
it out. Yeah.
Seems
If
to
you hear
be
the
going-
words to steam is good.
Yeah, there seems to be like, you know, I don't know, like a lot of them guys or the big influential people, all part of the same group. Well, like you said in your little thing yesterday, it's a big club,
and you're not in it.
and you're not in it. Yeah, because that's exactly what it is. Us peasants, as they call it. But
although he was in the club, strangely enough.
yeah, well, this is it, innit? But I think by looking for our pieces of the puzzle and bringing people together. Oh, here we go again. We can combat that. I do. The more I've learned,
I know that.
The
power's with the people. It always has been.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm
people keep looking outwardly and all of the world in the environment around them when they're supposed to be looking inwardly.
Yeah. Oh God, that's what I've been saying.
Just like sharing the experience. If we were all like really loving, like I'm love. I do it all day long. I don't even give a shit if anyone doesn't like it. That's just tough shit.
I like that. I like that.
I got a smile. I got a hug for everybody. I don't care who they are, really. Yeah. And I'm known for it as well. Like that's why the fucking druggie just next door just knocked my door for tobacco.
Kiss some wrist.
She was in school with me though. I've known her like 40 years. So they're all safe. They're all just people, man. It's heartbreaking to see.
It's weird because we're just so divided, aren't we? Now, do you know what I mean? That's what drives me mad, and I get pulled into it just like everybody else. You just get pulled into it, and I keep trying to pull myself back because it's like they're trying.
Well, I triggered everyone yesterday. I do a little experiment. I'm sorry to do social experiments, but it's a good way to find out the demographic on people. So I put out like a community post poll yesterday about the balloon. Just to see, and the primary objective of that was I want to see how the Americans will react. Are they instantly going to jump to lock and load mentality, bomb the fucking shit out of China, send in Chuck Norris?
What did it come out at then? I'm interested now because I did see it.
Well, a lot. Most people can recognise it's mainstream. That it's just a story. And
look over there. look just there. What they're doing something over it.
And who really gives a shit anyway? So
I'm like that. I'm like that. Yeah, and I had a little bit of
but there's a lot of Americans are like, the mentality of this is the mentality now. The day after, there's people posting that, if they can just fly over our airspace, they could literally send out electromagnetic pulses, knocking out all of our infrastructure, which is feasible on a scientific terms. That is doable. So it's left like paranoia, like these can go floating over our airspace, but it's bullshit because according to their world, there's supposed to be like 40,000 satellites plus up there. So they're supposed to be doing all the spying. Why the balloon? So sort of giving themselves away on that front as well.
A little bit, it's in it. Like, it's just I can't take any of it anymore. I can't.
It is so transparent. It is childish as well, and it is that sort. But it triggers. And I see now it triggers people instantly. That connection takes you away from source, from creator.
I believe that, and I believe all these bigger questions, especially like I said, in the truther community, people get so triggered, don't they? So
people go on about all the bad stuff like that goes on the internet. I don't even want to give it any psychic
I don't either.
Connection. Stuff like Epstein shit and all of that. I couldn't give a fuck. Not that I couldn't. Obviously I can. If it's real, it's all very horrendous. But I mean,
there's always something else at play, in it. There's always something else.
I don't want a mental connection to even know about that. If you can, sort it all out, you lot. Anyway, but I think that we should take all of this back. I think everyone in every city should just say absolutely no more.
I just wish everybody felt like that, and everybody had the balls to do it. Do you know what I mean?
Well, this is all it is. It's just they're like. They've settled for a piss poor existence, haven't they? The mortgage, the job, and
I have as well. I have, and it's like I have, and I feel trapped. Not trapped with my wife.
We are all trapped, but that's part of the design. And it's just like we all hate what we do, and if we got to get up in the morning, and a lot of people like planning their day's work in ahead and thinking, "What? I got to do all that fucking bullshit for them? Just why am I doing that with my existence?"
I know,
and that is a good question. Why are we even doing that for?
And then we never have the time, do we? Because we're so busy all the bloody time to ask.
That's where they grab our energy.
To ask them real questions, find out who we are. What makes you happy as a person? What resonates when you hear something? What makes your chest resonate or your stomach flip over? Because that's what gets me going. I want to live in a perpetual state of goosebumps. And doing this now, I know you can't, But I'll think back. I'm going to go and pick. I've got to go in a minute, Martin, because I've got to pick my.
Yeah,
daughter
that's
up.
fine. I know I passed 4. Yeah, that's brilliant.
I'll be
I gotta get on
driving.
as well.
I'll be driving, listening back to this with goosebumps, thinking, "Oh, that was brilliant." Oh, because that's the way I'm trying to be more about life now. Ugh,
Same here.
shut up. Oh, I'm so boring, and so bored.
No, you fuck. No, you're not. I'm exactly the same. That's what I want. And if I don't, I don't like force the goose pimples. I just have to send my mind in a certain place. And
it's just trying to get back to that, innit? You know what I mean? Trying to get back. I know you can't do it all the time, but
you can't force it.
Yeah,
you can't force us. Sometimes when you're in your day and you're doing your activities, that is not going to come. No. But then you'll sit down in the chair later, and a bit of music on, and you just think of how really fantastic it all is.
Yeah,
then
it's just, I think everything is. I try and wake up every morning and go, "Yes, I'm alive." Right, okay, I'm alive. That's
that is what we should be.
Yeah, I'm alive. Right, let's go from here. Do you know what I mean? And
then people are awake every day in stinking, agonising pain. What's their purpose in life? Why are all of these? You get children with fucking leukemia in agony and stuff, and all this weird shit. Why is that in with us? Why is that even happening?
I don't know. It's weird, isn't it?
No, I know it's weird, isn't it?
It's the bigger questions. Oh, we're going to have to leave that to another day, though. Oh, this was so incredible, Martin.
I can come over again. Don't worry.
Just before Martin goes, please. I haven't even been looking at the chat, and I'm so sorry. Can everybody put an M in the chat for Martin, please? Because this has been, to me, this has been brilliant. This has been so amazing. Oh, Little Wing's incredible. So put an M in the chat for Martin. Do it.
Yeah, man, she put me on to you, Dave.
Do it. Oh, she's a legend, Martin. She's absolutely a legend. Honestly, mate, I can't thank you enough for coming over and talking to a little channel like me. Thank you so much. Honestly, mate, this has been absolutely brilliant. I'll email you because I wouldn't mind if my wife and I can sort something out. We might come to your little meetup. Ooh, that might be quite good.
I got loads more to come in as well. I got a convention at the end of the summer though, but that's near to you. That's in. All right,
so maybe if not the next one, the one after or something. But we'll definitely.
Well, that's just so far. I'm just saying it's only February. Other stuff gets arranged. There'll be loads going on this year, Dave. Rest assured.
Oh, honestly, Martin, thanks ever so much. Thank you for coming on. Thank you very much.
No worries. It was good to meet you, Dave.
It means so much to me. Thank you very much. You're an absolute legend. All right, see you later, mate. Thank you. Bye. Oh, what a legend. Oh, I don't even know what to say to you all. I don't even know what to say to you all. I don't know. Oh, that was brilliant. To me, that was fantastic. Little Wing, I got to give you your props there. Thank you so much for bringing Martin over. They say never meet your heroes, and I'm not saying he's a hero of mine, but that was beyond what I thought it would be. What a nice guy. What an absolutely lovely guy. Oh, I'm just going over everybody's chats. I'm sorry if I've missed anything. I've got to go and pick my daughter up. That was just incredible. Oh, I just feel all weird now. That was just so good. I hope you all enjoyed Martin coming in and having a chat. I really do. It says there's 40 odd people here. I don't even know how many people were in or whatever. Oh, but that was just incredible. Thank you very much. Oh, I'm trying to get down the chat. You lot have been so chatty. That's incredible. I can't even Hey, welcome to Dave's Waffle House. I feel like I've actually waffled today. I feel like I've waffled today. There we go. Right, boom. We're almost at the bottom. There we are. Oh, he says that. There. Right. There. I'm going to go from Little Wing because without Little Wing, she wouldn't have brought Martin in. I would not been able to have a chat with him. Little Wing, thank you for that. Oh, it's incredible, honestly. I'm sorry I missed 420, but I was actually smoking. I love you all. Got to go and pick my daughter up. I'm going to come back tomorrow and do this again. Oh, that was just incredible, honestly. Oh, just like I'm going to go away now and think about this for ages. Thank you very much. I'm sorry if I've missed anything or anybody or whatever. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm going to leave you with this because I've got to go and pick my daughter up. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you again, Martin. You're an absolute legend. And I'll put your messages up. Thank you very much. See you later.
This has been a really weird day. Is it? Really, really weird. Yeah, let's do it. Woke up this morning, feeling rather crap. Your mama said, son, where'd you get the cat? There's a funky purple haze around the moon. Funky purple haze around the moon. Funky purple haze, a funky purple haze. Yeah, there's a funky purple haze around the moon. Funky purple haze around the moon. The father said, hey boy, get your hair cut. I don't you get out of here? You son of a gun. There's a funky purple haze around the moon. Funky purple haze around the moon. Funky purple haze. A funky purple haze. A funky purple haze around the moon. Funky purple haze around the moon. Went into my holes. I bought a white chalk bar, and it was so luxury. I had to play my guitar. I hate my job, shampooing all day. Some old bid, going on about race. Beat after work in a bros white car, and all I wanna do is smoke a cigar. There's a funky purple haze around the moon. I said, funky purple haze around the moon. Funky purple haze, a funky purple haze, funky purple haze around the moon. Funky purple haze around the moon. Marlboro Lambert and Skanky Git, you mix them all together. What the hell do you get? You get a funky purple haze around the moon. Funky purple haze around the moon. Funky purple haze, a funky purple haze, funky purple haze around the moon.